Hello, this is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. I have a right out this large package in front of me from two old guys, Vintage and Resale, Mark and Michael, or Michael and Mark. I don't know what orders I'm supposed to say their names in, but they are two wonderful gentlemen that collect all kinds of cultural items, artwork, glass pieces, collectibles, catchy stuff. I mean, just on and on and on. And they have what I call a teaser shelf behind them when they are auctioning on YouTube. And they have all these wonderful vases back there. And also they sell jewelry. They sell jewelry lots. Here's their business card. Thank you for supporting. Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Two old guys, Vintage and Resale, Mark and Michael. So that's the same order I set it in. And then on the back it says, Myra, thank you so much. Two old guys, Vintage and Resale. And I guess that's Mark and Michael again. Take a doctor to read it, but it's okay. And they are wonderful in how they pack everything. This is recycled paper. One time they sent me a package full of recycled feed sacks or something. We live in Missouri, so I guess that happens, right? So anyway, the first thing that fell off of that was this. Oh my gosh, it's a punk ducky. I was just looking at some videos. The first punk rock and roller from the United States was a gentleman named Haskell Adkins with a D. And he was from the county that I grew up in. He was very local, but he toured the United States, and he was more popular in Europe as a punk rocker. So that'll be my Haskell Adkins duck. Okay. Here we have more paper because Mark and Michael know how to pack glass. So here we have some glass. Here we have some more glass. Okay, the rest of it, I can get this piece out right now. So, anyway, I'm looking for one specific piece that I've ordered. I mean, I'm looking for all of them, but, I hope it's in this package. Actually, when I did my mail call this last time, I had two packages from them. And it was real handy because I've been having a little bit of problems with the post office. Oh, I know what this is. Oh, my Lord. It's my cobalt blue. I think it's the pepper shaker or maybe the sauce shaker. So here we go. We'll count holes. This is beautiful mid-century modern salt and pepper set. I don't know why, just one evening when I was at auctions, I have been looking for these. Okay, same number of holes. I don't know if that means they're both salt or the sets came like that. There's this little slit there. Oh, this is perfect condition. They are in immaculate condition. No odd odor or anything. I'm not seeing any remnant of any salt or pepper in that. And I collect blue willow, so I'll put these with my blue willow dishes. Oh, they are lovely. And blue cobalt blue glass, from what I understand, is going to get just rarer and rarer as we go along. So let's see, here's the tape. I see something green in there too. Oh, look. They know how to use pool noodles to protect the stems of glassware. This isn't as fragile as a wine glass, but it is fragile. It has a stem on it, like a lot of compotes and goblets do. As you can see, it's amber. And also, look at this. They stuff the top of it with paper. Because if you melt glass and there's hollowness in the middle of your glass, it can crush. Michael is actually a postal worker. And when I went to the post office and I picked up all my packages, and I had 2 packages from 2 Old Guys Vintage and Resale. Look at that thumbnail. It's amber thumbnail. I mentioned to the gentleman helping me that 2 of those packages was from a postal worker. And he was like, oh, okay. So I think that's going to get me a little bit more respect at the post office, because I'm helping a fellow postal worker in his another line of income. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. This is a lesson on how to pack glass. I am just telling you. Look at this basket with this fragile handle, and it is filled with paper and protected with pool noodle parts. I'm going to have to get this set together because I have took me a minute to find that. I have a couple of other pieces that are amber thumbnail. Just saying. And when Mark brought this up, I was like, oh, I didn't want to go in and buy anything that night. But, you know, when somebody brings up something that matches what you already have, and it's just like, oh, you know, you feel like this was meant to be, that this needed to be with the other things I have that match it. This beautiful basket, amber basket. Now this is the color of the glass that Marty collects. Marty collects amber, or actually I collect amber for Marty. Now these are both thumbnail prints on the bottom and around the bowl parts of these pieces. Look at this. And look at this handle. How beautiful and fragile that is. Oh my goodness. I feel so blessed to have friends that have such good taste and that sell their stuff. Now this piece is very special, and I am just really surprised that I was surprised when I was invoiced for it. Because what happened was, our mutual friend, they sent me a complimentary pen too. I love the swag, guys. A purple pen, which is the color for non-binary. Non-binary flag is purple, yellow, black, and white. and I have an adult child that is non-binary. So anyway, I'm at Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller celebration for his restoration of all his channels. And that's a long story. But anyway, those of you that know. And Mark was co-hosting, and they were having an occasional game of bingo. And I won 3 boxes of moon pies, and I donated them back. I couldn't believe that I'd done that because I love moon pies. But anyway, so like I said at the beginning, they have a shelf of items that's just up there. I mean, they have this big shelving unit behind them, and all of it's just such a tease. And so finally I got up the nerve to ask. Mark was there by himself. I should mention that. So Mark was there by himself, and Michael was out delivering packages or doing his postal duties. And so anyway, I asked Mark to get it off the shelf, and he asked me how much, make me an offer. I said $10. And he accepted it. And there were other people asking him about stuff, and he had some big, large ceramic ducks that he sold for about $10. I know Tooch Man won a piece. And anyway, after this was sold to me, Michael came home. And Michael was like, "You sold her what? For what?" He couldn't believe that he sold me this beautiful crackle glass pitcher. For $10. Couldn't believe it either. Actually, I think that might be a different picture. But anyway, after Michael sat down, he was like, "That was my great-grandmother's, and that's the last thing I have from my great-grandmother." I don't exactly believe that, but, anyway, I got my, oh dear, I got my light blue picture. And this picture is certainly worth it. I don't think it's the same one. I think I think Michael did switcheroo on me, but it's okay, Michael. I understand. If it belonged to your great-grandmother, it belonged to your great-grandmother, right? But anyway, I went to the next auction, and Michael was at that auction by himself, and he was on Maggie's channel, and I mentioned the blue pitcher, and he's like, "I think somebody got hoodooed." I'm like, "I didn't hoodoo anybody. I made an offer. He accepted it." So it went back and forth. And next time Mark was on Johnny's channel, I mentioned it, and they talked about what happened after Michael got home. And, it was a fun joke for a while, and I always remember that. Even though this isn't crackle glass, I always remember that, and I definitely got my value's worth with this picture and with these other items. I mean, I've been looking. It's weird. Johnny was on at the same time as Mark, and I got a salt and pepper set from Johnny, and then turned around and got one from Mark and Michael were both there. So yeah, I got the 2 salt and pepper shaker sets that are this color or near this color blue, which will match my blue willow. Next, I'm going to try to get the porcelain one. And there's another set that has filigree silver around the edges. So there have been like 4 or 5 salt and pepper shaker sets that are that match my blue willow, that are blue willow or deft in nature. That blue and white china. that I have been eyeing for quite some time, and I'm looking for a fairy lamp in the shape of a pagoda that's on the Blue Willow dishes. I don't have a Blue Willow dish near me right now. That is this shade of blue. It's cobalt blue pagoda fairy light that matches the pagoda on the Blue Willow set. The last time I saw it was over a Benjamin, but I'm still looking. I'm hoping to stumble into that yard sale maybe in the fall where somebody doesn't know what they have. That because that's the only way I would probably get it. But or the Goodwill manager that's just doesn't know anything about glass. It happens. Sometimes you get Goodwill managers that know clothes and shoes and accessories and jewelry, but maybe they don't know their art. Maybe they don't know their glass. Not everybody knows everything. So I know when I moved, I donated over 100 boxes, and they brought in an appraiser for my stuff, which was funny. I couldn't take it all with me, but I'm making up for it now. But I'm going to get this together with the other pieces. Maybe I'll take a picture of that all together. So you all have a wonderful and blessed day, and I hope your friends are just as cultured as mine.